Good afternoon and happy Friday to all of our families of our wonderful CCE students. We had a short week here, but as all short weeks are, it was very busy. We started map testing on Tuesday. We did reading, math, and then we did science with our 4th through 6th graders. I know that our teachers are already pulling up some of those results and they are very excited to see how much growth your children have made since the winter. The map test, we've been talking about that all year, but as a reminder, it's a different test because it is not held to grade level standards or TEKS. It's adaptable based on your child's response, and they could be receiving content all the way up to a 12th grade level. So we really like the results of this because it's very much so customized to the needs of your child and helps the teachers know exactly where to begin intervention or enrichment with your children. Teachers did plan some incentives for the kids to show growth or that are in the 90th percentile. So just small things like their cougar bucks that they pass out in the classroom, or maybe it's fuzzies, or maybe they did a class reward if 85% met their growth and they got a popcorn party. I'm not sure. It's different on for every grade level and sometimes in every classroom, but I know that they all have some incentives. So maybe you could ask your child what the incentive for their classroom is. I saw that 6th grade was already spinning the wheel today, and they received some pretty cool prizes. Miss Vales and Miss Samuelson have some good tricks up their sleeves to keep those 6th graders motivated. We have a lot of fun things coming up. As always, the last month of school gets a little bit crazy, so please read all the way through the communique. I did include a letter about STAR testing, just all things STAR testing that you may need to know. STAR is done on an online platform this year as it was last year. It is a different platform than the one that they took it on last year. So I did include a link to the practice website where a child can go on. The more exposure that they have to this platform, the better. We are working on it here at school, but as much as they could get on and practice in their spare time, which I know they would be very thrilled to do, but just the more exposure that they can get, the more that they will feel comfortable and prepared to take the STAR test. On the STAR test, we are asking that you send a sack lunch with your child, even if your child's not taking the STAR test on the days of the 11th and the 12th, just because we want to create and maintain a very quiet environment. We will not be having visitors in our building that day, just so that we can make sure that we have the very best test environment for the children that are testing. So we are asking that all students bring a sack lunch because we will not be eating in the cafeteria on that day, which we all know the kids love eating in the classroom just because it is a change of scenery. If you weren't able to come to the general PTA meeting this week on the 20th, 4th graders performed and it was awesome. We do have 5th graders coming up May 5th, 5th grade, Cinco de Mayo. So all things 5th and 5th grade will be coming up there, planning a musical performance that we will do right before our general board meeting that day. There are some information and flyers about school supplies and yearbooks. Book fair is coming up. There are a ton of events that you want to be prepared for. If you have some little ones, we are continuing our Cougar Cubs, and so those are students that will be enrolling in CCE kindergarten for the fall of 2022. It's a great chance just to have the kids come up, see the building, meet their specials teachers, library, art, music, PE, all of those fun things. So we do have a story time coming up that we would love for your child to attend. Kindergarten Roundup, on that note, is also upcoming. There is a kindergarten orientation button if you want to click on that in the communique. A portion of that is where we hear some feedback from you so that we can help plan our kindergarten classes. So just give us a little bit more information about your child that's coming into school. Enrollment reminders. We know Miss Alsop is diligently working to make sure that everybody's enrollment is done and completed, and she's calling and reminding you to enroll. So if you have not, please do her and us a favor so that we can plan for all students and go ahead and enroll your child if you plan on them coming back to CCE next school year. There's a message from the nurse in the communique, a new family orientation if you are new to CCE next year. So if you know of any families moving into the neighborhood, you can let them know about that. We have Donuts with Dames coming up. So a mom or a special dame in your child's life can come up and have donuts with them. We also want to say thank you to the many CCE volunteers that help make this school exactly what it is. So PTA, any parent volunteers, if you have come and you have helped serve food in the cafeteria, if you have made copies for Friday packets, if you have done anything, Our staff wants to welcome you to come out to the CCE Volunteer Breakfast on April 28th. You are invited. The staff members will be bringing a wide spread, a ton of different things for you that hopefully you will enjoy. And this is just our way of giving back a little bit. We can't possibly say thank you enough, but we are going to try with a wonderful breakfast. That is really it. I hope you enjoyed the pictures that are in the communique as well. I know that May is a little bit wild and crazy, so if anything comes up that you have questions about, that you need clarification on, please do not hesitate to reach out to your child's classroom teacher or me, anyone in the front office, or my assistant principal. We are all willing to help and look forward to hearing from you guys. Have a wonderful weekend.